Hello, music lovers. Curtis Young here with Young LP Lovers. Thanks for stopping in and chatting music. It's 2026, and I'm looking back at the year that was 2025, going through some of my best we'll say favorite, some of my favorite purchases of the year. I've done a vinyl version, top 10, and now I'm going to do a CD version, top 10. And like I did in the last one, I'm going to give you a CD resolution at the end. Yeah, a New Year's resolution for my CD collection. Let's jump in. And again, these aren't really in any order, but we're going to start off with this Pink Floyd one here. It's a fat box, yeah, 4-disc set. Picked this up at the thrift store. It is a bootleg. Damn Braces, Less Relaxes. The Hollywood Bowl show in Los Angeles from September 22nd, 72. And so this, I guess, it was the first performance of Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah. It's okay. It's not a bad recording. It's two versions of that show, two different sound recordings. And if Discogs is to be believed, it's worth quite a bit of money, like over $100, $150 or something like that, which really surprised me because I got it for $3 at the thrift store. So I don't know if it's actually worth that because there's the sales history stops in 2016 on Discogs, but I just found that really interesting. Anyway, I had no idea when I picked it up until I went to log it into my Discogs. So, yeah, if I could get $100 for it, I'd probably let it go. But anyway, it's a nice, it's cool to have in the collection, and I enjoyed hearing that. All right, number 2. This is an odd one, I guess. So this is Bob Marley and the Wailers, Catch a Fire. This is the, I don't know if you can see it there, too much glare, the Mobile Fidelity, what do they call this thing? Ultra disc. And of course I got a good price on it because there was no case and no booklet, just the disc itself. And apparently it is 24 karat gold, or so it says on there anyway. Up here on the top. And so I was really curious to see how it sounded. Is it going to sound any different? I didn't notice much of a difference. I have a pretty cheap CD player though, and my ears aren't audiophile. I guess you'd call this an audiophile CD. But because the price was so good, I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on that and give it a try. I don't know. It's just, I mean, it sounds great, don't get me wrong, but I don't hear a lot of difference on my system. So maybe I'll upgrade my CD player at some point. There's a resolution for you, upgrade my CD player. Anyway, so I thought I'd share that one with you as well. I talked about Van Morrison in my last video. Kind of new to Van's music. I haven't really listened to a lot of Van Morrison, and this album is fantastic. Wow, what a great album this is. Yeah, I just really loved it. Blew my socks off. So this might be one of my favorite pickups of the year. Everyone probably knows this album. I don't know why I'm so late to Van Morrison, but I've been listening to a bit more of his music too, so it's very good. Let's go to some rap, hip hop. Pick this up, Arrested Development. There's a new shop nearby where I'm from. It's like collectibles. And so they have movies and video games, and they have a CD shelf as well, and all their CDs are $1. And I used to own this on cassette tape when I was a kid, and I would rock it in my headphones on my Walkman. And yeah, so when I saw this, I said, oh, I got to get that. And it's just as great as I remember it. Mr. Wendell was the big track on here, but there are some really other great tracks as well. Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee. Everyday People is on this, where they cover that track. Is it Everyday People? Maybe it's called something different. Anyway, they sample Everyday People on there, and that's a really good track too. It really reminded me how much I enjoy Arrested Development, so I'm gonna have to look out for more of theirs. At that same shop was this one, so sticking on the rap vibe here. This is a new discovery for me. Haviah Mighty. So this is what made me interested, right? Ontario, CanCon, hip hop, female, hard rhymes, fresh. And yeah, I would say that it does feel very fresh. It's 2017, but it still sounds fresh to me. And she's got great vocal delivery. I know nothing about her really. She's based out of Toronto. This album is sort of dedicated to Brampton, which is a city, is it a suburb outside of Toronto? I guess it's a suburb, really. People from Brampton will be like, we'll say it otherwise, perhaps. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, just real great vocal flow. It's got a bit of that kind of boom bap kind of feel. Hard at times. It's like it's really good. I really enjoyed it. I don't want to sound trite or not, but she at times she kind of reminded me a little bit of Doechii, a little. But just yeah, really great stuff. And I'm gonna have to. I've been streaming some of her stuff too. There's a lot of collabs with other artists, which are okay. But yeah, like this new find. This is one I purchased on eBay. Went and searched out. I talked about it a little bit in my vinyl tag. Wasabi Collective. Percussion driven fusion of kind of reggae, rock, funk, world beats with an electronic kind of rhythms. Very danceable, staple of the festival scene in the early 2000s here. And so yeah, I got a good price online for that. Actually, I might have got this on Discogs. I don't normally buy from Discogs, but I think that's where I got this. Okay, all the rest, the last 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to be local artists from Eastern Canada. Well, kind of, sort of. Artist David Myles. I get nice and close here. I don't know why it took me so long to discover David Myles. Fantastic music. David's from New Brunswick. I know him more from his work with Classified. Classified is a rapper from Nova Scotia here. Great stuff. And I can't believe I don't have any Classified albums in my collection, but or vinyl. I need to do that. But yeah, so Classified is on here as well with the song Simple Pleasures. So I know him from featuring on Classified's albums, but I decided to look at his albums. He released one last year, maybe the year before. The single off the album was The Devil Talking, and that got loads of play this summer. So when I saw this for like $1, or I'm not sure where I got this. This might have been a $3, but anyway, I had to pick it up, and I've been really enjoying going back and listening to David Myles' catalog. His first couple of albums especially, I really dig, and his latest done. Now, he's since, I guess, semi-retired, can I say that? Because he ran for office, and he's a member of parliament now for, I don't know the riding, somewhere in New Brunswick. So our parliament would be like, I don't know if you're in the US, that'd be like your, what is it, Congress, I guess, yeah? So, yeah, cool stuff. Showed this one a couple times on my channel already, so I'll speak very quickly. Fogarty's Cove, Stan Rogers. Stan was, actually he's from New Brunswick, or sorry, Ontario I should say. But this album is very much rooted in the East Coast. Folk, lovely, lovely folk music here. Picked this up at the festival that bears his name. Yeah, great album. Here, more folk, this time Newfoundland folk, Rum Ragged. Group I had heard about, but never actually heard. This is, I believe, their debut album. I believe. Yeah, and I just really enjoyed this, so it's making my list. Again, this was purchased at that new shop that sells it for $1. 2016, rumragged.com. So, you know, St. John's Train, Ghost in the Fog, Salt in His Veins. You get the idea, right? Save your money living in Alberta. All through the beer. So, great East Coast, Newfoundland folk music. And then the last one is more folk, I would call Celtic probably more than folk, Celtic folk. Local band from just down the road, actually, the Barra MacNeils. This is a compilation album, 20 years or something, what's it called? 20th Anniversary Collection. So that's a re-recording of their biggest hits over the years, so it's a double album. So this is their current lineup. Yeah, and it's fiddles and it's Celtic, folky. Let's see, they've been around since, I would say, the 80s. The two standout tracks for me are The Island, which is about Cape Breton Island, and Coal Town. Coal Town Road, Coal Town I think it's called. Yeah, Coal Town. Two fantastic songs. In fact, I've purchased their debut album, and it's sitting in Halifax waiting for me to pick up next time I'm through the city. Let's see. So there they are in their younger days. Family. Okay. There they are from Sydney Mines. Yeah, so it's nice to get that. Anyway, see them as in the 90s there. All right, so yeah, that's those are my favorites. So my resolution, my vinyl resolution, not vinyl, my CD resolution is going to be to focus my CD collecting on this kind of 90s nostalgic era stuff for me. I would love to have all these 90s music that I listened to on CD when I was younger. A lot of it's still out there, and I picked up a number more. I've got like stacks down there. And so that's the stuff I'm going to be focusing on getting on CD, the stuff I listened to as a teenager on CD. So picking that up again. All right, that's it for me, folks. Peace and love.